Yo, forward Fabian, man. Fabian Speaks back with another video, man. I'm actually talking about something very important. Very important. So y'all got to tap in, tune in, like the video, comment down below, say I'm tuned in, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. With that being said, man, they're going to say that you're crazy. They're going to say that he's lost it. They're going to say all type of things about people who awaken. You know what I mean? And a lot of people like to use this terminology, woke, he's woke, and take that how you will, because a lot of people have different connotations with what that really means. But of course, I'm talking about in the spiritual sense. I'm talking about when you draw closer to God, nearer to the Creator, and you're more in tune with the realities of this existence, basically. So with that being said, comment down below if you kind of think you know where I'm going with this. But bro, when you start to walk closer, and I'm gonna lead with the fact of building upon and getting closer to God, getting rid of certain things that don't serve you in life, focusing on gifts and talents, just honing in, living wisely. These things naturally, I want to say, in a sense, purify you. You know, it's kind of like what they say is righteous living, man. They'll naturally draw you into a more intertwined relationship with God and walking in the Spirit. So once you understand that, of course, certain truths are opened, certain things are revealed to one, and you understand things at a different depth. You'll start to view the world and how things operate at a completely different level. Now, I say all that to say is that a majority of people don't really take time to sit down in the stillness, tap in, tune in, really meditate, focusing on goals, accomplishing things, sustaining relationships, showing love, giving back. Some people don't really try to get too intertwined with what I would say things are the things that really matter in life. Love being one of the biggest ones of all. We tend to live in a very chaotic, greedy, money hungry, not caring for the greater good kind of world. So obviously everything I'm referring to has a mentality that is more aligned with being wholesome, giving back, having deeper knowledge and understanding, which is directly being tied to the divine. So when you start operating on this level, when you start moving, of course, a lot of your lingo is going to change. A lot of things you say change. A lot of the people you're hanging out around with will start changing. You'll probably spend a lot of time in isolation, being away from people, because a majority of the world don't think like this. This is the point. A majority of people living out here are living on some other kind of agenda to where your frequency, the wavelength you're on, won't resonate with them any longer. You'll find a specific tribe. There'll be only specific people that really understand you and can walk with you. That's why a lot of times folks is spending a lot of time in isolation. So the world can't fathom or understand some of the truths that you understand as being chosen, getting downloads from the Most High, reading the word, seeing things on a whole different depth, and you'll be shunned. They usually like to lock you in the crazy house, or they have a label for it. Oh, he's a skits. Oh, he's lost his marbles. They'll say all types of things because they fear you. In all honesty, people fear what they don't understand. So honestly, this is my advice. A lot of people move accordingly in different ways. Some people are very radical, and they'll butt heads with certain disagreements, take certain stances when people approach them or address them a specific way, be very radical about it. But then there's some that kind of move into more silence and kind of like blend in. Now, I'm not saying be fake, or I'm not saying be a follower. What I'm saying is it's a certain level of wisdom to understand, like when to speak, when to stand up for certain things. It doesn't diminish the passion you have or the spirit, the strength in your spirit. But there's different ways to move accordingly. I would say probably move more in silence, because you got a plan to fulfill. You don't want to be shooting yourself in the foot. You don't want to be taking yourself out the game too early. So move in silence, move accordingly. Stand up for what you believe in. But the radical stance is one that'll probably get shot down fairly quicker, hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a mission out here, man, as the chosen, as people who know that God put us on specific paths to do specific things according to his plan and his purpose. So you got to stay strong and understanding you different. That's why you never mesh in. That's why you don't fit in. That's why they're going to label you as, he's crazy. Let's get him out of there. They're going to cancel you, bro. A lot of folks get canceled for speaking a certain way because the generalities or the majority or what's politically correct isn't necessarily righteous. It's not righteous. It's not of God. So that's the world we live in. And people be afraid to speak up sometimes. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm not that. And I believe there's a time and a place, though. There's a time and a place. It's all according to faith. God's going to bring you to the point. You don't really have to do too much in your physical. Walk in the Spirit. The Holy Spirit guides you. You'll be perfected. That's why they talk about a lot of times, like, it's literally biblical at times to really walk and understand fully that the Holy Spirit can do things on your behalf. Is willing to do things on your behalf, speak for you. Like, if you look at the story of Moses, right? Kind of in that sense, with God being with him being so afraid to go stand up to Pharaoh, tell Pharaoh that he needed to let the Hebrews, the Israelites, go. So that point, he was afraid. But God said, I'm with you. He said, I got a stutter. I got a speech impediment. Lord said, who even gave humans or creation ability to speak? Is it I, not the Lord? You see what I mean? Like, the Holy Spirit is with you and can do things on your behalf, and you not even, it's the Spirit take over. You see what I mean? So walk by faith, man. Walk by faith and stay strong out here. Know you're on a path to where a lot of folks aren't going to be cool with the things you're doing, what you're saying. They're going to try to cancel you. They'll try to lock you up, because especially when you start pushing the narrative, changing the narrative, changing the status quo, changing the game. This is the path that we are on. You got to understand how great you are, how big you are, but first and foremost, how big God is, because he's operating, he's doing everything, and he's using you as a vessel. So you'll strengthen your spirit, man. When your spirit man is strengthened, unstoppable, because you're not limited to your flesh, your fleshly behavior, your fleshly thinking. Everybody's of the world, man. Everybody thinks of the world. So of course they're not going to resonate with the spiritual perspective. Huh? He believes in God? Oh my God, what? A lot of folks don't even believe in God, bro. So understand the playing field. Understand how people have responded to certain, conversations and topics according to what we're discussing. Some people are afraid. So understand what comes with it, though. Be on your P's and Q's. Move like a spy. Move like a ninja on your spiritual journey, on your spiritual adventure where God has called you to. That's how you need to be moving out here. Silence and understanding and wisdom. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all. Like the video, comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts, kind of y'all's perspective. how y'all see things, man. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Much love, peace, love, prosperity. Yeah.